Okay, time to hunt some fal'cie.
So what, we find him and that's that?
Don't get all hot and bothered.
Sarah, am I doing the right thing?
Stop him! Bring him down! Hold on!
Okay.
Jump!
Snow!
Sarah! Sarah! Sarah.
I went to the fal'cie hoping to help her. But I was too late. Ow!
I knew you were hard-headed, but...
That was...
oh.
Ow!
Snap to it. We're rolling out.
Yeah. Hunting fal'cie, right?
This is our chance. Do not let the fal'cie escape. Move out.
I will keep my promise, Lightning.
Fresh air. Nice.
So, where we headed?
Dunno.
You don't know? I thought you had somewhere in mind the way you took off.
I followed the smell.
What?
Smells nice. All naturey.
Just smells damp. And I think something bit me.
Hide!
Scott. Closest city that way is Palampolam. That is not good. I wonder if those two were caught in the net.
What do we do?
What do we do? Right now, what can we do?
Right. No choice. We run the other way.
Which would be to Nautilus.
As we set off, it was like he'd forgotten that I was still there.
We've
Want to
reached
get the Nautilus? Our road's through here.
we've reached the Sunlit Waterscape. It is it's just an example
First, we need to clear these woods.
of how biodiverse
There's a
the
site I didn't want
world
to
of Cocoon is. I mean, it's an artificial environment, so I guess there'd be a lot of different. There wouldn't be any sort of
You going or what?
a lot of restrictions on how diverse the landscape could end up being. But we've moved from what was essentially like that sort of lake which turned into crystal later on, through like some old buildings and stuff. Then our characters separated and we went through that sort of what was it, a canyon kind of setup. Then Lightning and Hope were heading through that sort of mechanized forest. Now we're here in a natural forest, but I get the feeling that our characters are not really oh so far away from each other that you really should be seeing this kind of difference in environment. Of course, the video game logic is always, especially when we're talking about like open worldy kind of games, that like, oh well, you're in a forest and then 10 steps later you start to see snow on the ground, and 10 steps later you get snow covering all the ground, and then you're in a snowy environment. So the logic doesn't always make sense in terms of video games, but whatever. I'm just coming up with excuses. Alright, I have Hysterium points to burn on these characters. Even though they weren't participating in any of the fights, they all get the benefit from Lightning and Hope's gaining of crystal points through all the fights that they were in. And all the fights that these guys have, Lightning and Hope and Snow and whatever, are going to benefit from them as well. Missed one. Oh, almost. Okay. Oh, she's got some decent cure abilities up here. Cure. He's going to need to play the role of Commando for a while longer, so I'll fill up the Commando section. Only 145 points per level up for him. More on this. $145 points here again. 380. Oh, flan. It's a tomato flan.
No daydreaming now.
Flan Dragora? I don't know. Ah, looks like an easy stagger with these things.
Way to go, Zach!
There we go. Starting to get more crystal points per enemy here. 64 there. Of course, the requirements for the level ups are getting greater. So you can't just hang around in the beginning of the game and just grind there and then be set for the rest of the game. It's got to be what they were thinking.
All this dampness is damn.
Man, you are just so negative now. Now, through the sort of narration voiceover that Vanille's giving, I'm getting the impression that, I mean, she even revealed it in her introduction in the earlier parts of the game, that she more or less acts the way that she does, trying to keep everybody cheery and all that. And she's not really just oblivious to the nightmare of a situation that they're in. So here she is talking about, like, oh, I follow my nose, and it's outdoorsy and fresh air and all that kind of stuff. And it doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect on Saz there. Saz is determined to be depressed. Of course, he does have reason to
This
be
place would make
depressed.
a nice picnic spot, minus all the uninvited guests.
Well, there was a joke there, but alright. Oh, there are two of them. I was trying to see if I could stagger both of them, but it didn't work.
Old man still got it.
Oh, there's... I thought this was the way through. Let's see... Oh, waterfall. Yeah, I can't really get a good feeling of the layout of the place from here. Oh, they brought a friend.
Where's the weed killer?
I wonder what the deal was. I guess Vanille is more willing than the rest of the characters to sort of run away. In fact, it's her solution quite often
Be just a little quiet.
to run away.
Soldiers nearby.
And in such the weird, cheery way she always suggests that they run away. I don't know. Maybe she's running from something else there. Oh, and there's a whole Snow situation. Snow is on board that airship. And he seems, anyway... Snow seems to be working for the Guardian Corps. Now, Lightning made it through quite a bit of effort to make clear that the Guardian Corps and the Sanctum Forces were not the same thing. Hey. That the... whereas Lightning was a part of the Guardian Corps, I'm not going to give up magic on her for the sake of a few points of strength. That the Guardian Corps and the Sanctum were different things, and it was the Sanctum that was deciding to sort of purge everybody. And even then, Sid, when Snow ran into Sid, he had said that, like, well, we're doing this simply because people don't know any better, and we have to sort of keep everybody happy because they're all afraid. And that's what the purge was about, and that's why he had intended to hunt down and take out all the fal'cie. Of course, that wasn't a really good, rousing speech in order to get somebody on your side, like Snow. And he seems like, and the last time we've seen him, he wasn't very keen on taking part of this, but he is still taking part of it. So, what could they possibly have said to him to get him to join their little mission to hunt down the rest of the fal'cie? Amazing jumps you're all capable of. Surprise attack. For some reason that was not a surprise attack.
Great. Just use the bumper crop.
I have a feeling there might be a treasure chest there. It's a big area. Nope. Oh, there is. Damn, I must have ran right past it. Guns. Let's see what they are. I've already updated the NAB duelers. Loses points. Stagger maintenance. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's cool. But I lose a lot of... It looks like you lose... Even though it's updated and it's hard to tell. Why do you jump like that? It looks like I'm going to be losing a lot of magic by doing that with that weapon, so... There's a chest in there. Better be good. Have I reached the point with these two that I can start equipping multiple trinkets? No. Not yet. That's irritating. Hoping lightning could.
There should be a dock on the other side of these trees.
Oh, look at that. Of course, it's all just a skybox, but still.
Hey, Saz. Tell me about yourself.
Huh?
Any family?
I have a little boy.
Oh, so you're married.
I was, yeah.
We gotta get you home. Your son needs you. Come on, we'll make it.
It's too late.
Is it the lassie thing?
How'd you...
You might be a lassie, but you're still a daddy.
You're right.
So, what's his name?
Dajh.
Hey, Dad.
Making a wish, huh? What'd you wish for?
Well, you're never happy. You never smile. So here's what I wished. I wish that you'd cheer up and be like your old self again.
How about that?
Whoa.
Your wish came true.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, it's my turn to wish.
What for, Dad?
That's my little secret.
Saz,
Huh?
you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Pops. You've really got to keep it together, okay? Now, let's go.
Now I got kids looking out for me. Some dad I am.